Okay, here we go with our track work. As you can see, I've made the baseboard. I did promise that I wouldn't give you a blow-by-blow video on how I made the baseboard, but or laid the track. So here it is. There is the baseboard and the track. That's the track plan. For those who want a track plan of this layout, that's it. So at the bottom here, I'm holding that is the rear of the layout, and the other siding that's that runs through to the steel warehouse. That's the top on as you were looking there. So I've laid my track, which is all Atlas. There's a short length of flexible track, and the main line there, the curve with the curved section, that's just Atlas set track. So laid it down, glued it down, and the first thing I did to start weathering it, was give it a quick spray of a very faint grey. I've got this stuff, Testors Create FX Camo Grey, and that's just what I used because I had it in my paint box, and so I just sprayed the track with it and gave it a little bit of a spray over with, like a light earth. Light earth. Let's have a look what it was. This one, Model Master Light Earth. So I give it a bit of a spray with that and a spray with this Camo Grey. That start off with killed the plastic, and now we are going to get on and weather the ties down a bit to give them the wooden effect I'm after, which is like old faded creosote. So I'm going to start with that, and we're going to do that by just doing light washes of black acrylic paint on the ties. That's all we're going to do, and it's going to be an interesting way of doing it. I've never really tried this before. I mean, when I've done track in the past, all I've been bothered about is just like giving it a spray to kill the plastic look and paint the rail edges rust as well. So now I'm going for an effect. I am going for the faded creosote effect of the track that I saw on Plymouth Industrial Park. So I've painted them grey to start with, and now I'm going to start to pick out the grain with these acrylic washes. So we'll see how that works. So yeah, here we are. Here's a section of track. I see I've painted the rail. You should be able to see that I have actually painted the rail rust on the sides. So that kills the shininess of the rails. Now it's really all I am going to do is just wash black acrylic onto the ties, and the texture in the ties should just take up the black acrylic wash, and we'll see what happens. Really, I mean, it's just dab of I've just got a simple acrylic craft paint, and that's all I'm going to use. Nothing special at all. Don't go buying your expensive model making Wargamers acrylic paints, because you probably don't need it. So let's just go at it and see what happens. Of course, this is rather difficult, trying to film this at the same time as I do do the tasks. You have to excuse the crappy camera work here. But I think you get the idea of how easy this actually is. Now, you're probably going to need several washes, because as the water dries out, then you'll find that the acrylic colour will actually fade. So you might want to actually make the colour darker than you actually really plan to have it. But anyway, this is the simple task, and well, I've just got 50 or 60 ties to do this to, so see how it goes, see if my sanity stands it. Here we are then. That's the painting finished. I've added some colour to the tie plates there. We need a bit of toning down on those, but other than that, that's perfectly fine for me. We've got some variation in the colour of the ties, and you can see the wood grain there, so you know, that's going to work for me. I'm perfectly happy with that. So we'll carry on with work on the rest of the layout. Talk to you later.